And you know, I love this sort of smooth jazz. This detective jazz, I'm here for it. I've got my coffee. Got my newspaper. So good. Oh, and there's another one? I'm keen. Well, slot number 1. We've never played it. Oh. Look at that. That loading takes me back.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottrees and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
That is clever. I like that. Oh. Hello.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottrees company's lawyers are scrambling.
Okay. I have just seen the news.
Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for.
Am I a blood relative? Do I get rich?
I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were.
I guess.
I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Still filthy, these glasses. Okay. Complete the family tree of the Roottrees sisters. Siblings are in birth order. Oldest to youngest. Examine my evidence. I might turn that down a bit. Oh, it's still... I wonder if that's too loud. It's hard to know. Yeah, I think it is a bit loud compared to me. Let's turn me up. There we go. Okay, examine my evidence, search the internet for clues, fill in the names, fill in the occupations, fill in the photos. Okay. Oh, and they've married someone. Okay, examine your evidence. There they are. It's like the Olsons, isn't it? Got milk picture. Person who hired you gave you this photo with the note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottrees sisters Got Milk ad. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake moustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. I guess. The ad's copy reads, "You might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you may recognize your name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Roottrees is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it." Okay. Oh. Perfect. That's them. All right. Oh, I can highlight bits. Ooh. That'd be rude. Okay, what's the next bit of evidence? Oh my god. This was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill in the family tree. Who are all... Oh god. Alright. Awesome. Alright. Welcome. Welcome to the information superhighway. Your PC is equipped with a 56K modem, which is fast enough to access any site on the World Wide Web even those with high-res images. If you find anything interesting, be sure to print it out with your included high-end color laser printer or burn a music CD to listen to later. If you want to revisit a search result, be sure to use Netscape Explorer's new history feature. Happy surfing, and remember, cashew PCs are delicious. Right. Cashew PCs are inedible. Do not try to eat your computer. Alright. No notifications, no documents. Takes me back. Okay. Spidey search. Oh, do I just... Oh, I can type whatever I want in? Carl Roottrees, who's the president. His daughters are also eulogized collectively with sisters. Okay, what if I went Roottrees sisters? A lot of obituaries that focus on the Roottrees sisters' modeling careers. You come across an unofficial Roottrees fan site, seemingly curated by a teenager, neon pink with purple text, hard to read until you highlight the words, the young webmaster writes. Raina is the most famous because she's the eldest, so she's the eldest and got married to TMS, whoever that is. Copy. My notebook. Oh god, so much to know. Names, family, relationship, matter. Highlight any text in your web browser with a quick option to add it to your notes. Ooh. So I could go save. Aha. Siblings often referred to brothers, sisters. Oh, just in case you're not sure. Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You might think they're rich. Okay, Riley is the smart one. Oh god, they've all got names. Copy. Nope. Save. And then Rose is the middle child like me. Oh, that's cool that you can still do like Control-C, Control-V. I like that. I think they're rich just because they're models. But their dad is also the president of a candy company. And their mom, Brenda, is a fashion designer. Website's author. She likes about the root fashion lines. None of it is relevant. Okay. Who's TMS? Tommy Mark Sheridan. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Tommy Sheridan, soap opera Time Marches Onward. He skyrocketed to popularity after his starring role in the sitcom Brother Trouble. Okay. Since the end of Brother Trouble, he has often been on the cover of tabloids for his supposed drug use, and more recently his relationship with Raina Roottrees. Short engagement. Married in 97 when she was only 19 and he was 23. Okay, so I could go this guy. Oh, how do I... Okay, he was Sheridan. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Okay, fill in the names, occupations, and photos. So where's my notepad? Rahena. Okay. She is a Roottrees. Okay, she's Raina. Then Rose. And Riley's the last one. So Rose. Miracle third, okay. Miracle junior. Miracle. Okay. She's not there. Does she have another name? Maybe we'll have to look to see if she has another name. So that's Riley. Okay, so Rose Roottrees. This time together as the Roottrees sisters. Fortunately, the results for Rose by herself don't lead to anything interesting. Can't find. Brand names, product lines. Okay. But she's not coming up. Huh. Candy. Okay. Who are all these people? So many. I can see why it takes so long then. Okay. She's not coming up as someone I can pick. Does she have a different name? Have I missed something really obvious? And she's got someone called November. All right. Miracle, Lauren, Christina, James, Jack. Huh. Yeah, she's not coming up. This is fun music. History. Yeah. Roottrees sisters. Do modeling. 8. Roottree all the time. Try to dress in plaid root clothes like Riley does most of the posters. Brenda, they do the modeling. I try to dress in plaid root clothes like Riley does in most of the posters. So someday I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. Ooh. Okay, copy. We'll pop that in the here. Save. So Riley wears plaid. When I look at the photo, this is Riley. Okay, yeah, okay. Riley wears plaid. Okay. What was the other note? Ears pierced like Rose. So she has her ears pierced. I still don't know why we can't pick her. So she must be that one. Photos. Is there any? Let's search. No one. Why is she not there? I don't know. What are we thinking? Why can't we find her? Yes, I did. Visuals. Raina is the most famous because she's the eldest and got married. Yeah, okay. It's just the same as what we've already seen. I mean, they do the modeling. Maybe they're just models? Let's look up root, full stop. Okay. It's a clothing company. They make clothes for children from toddlers to teenagers. Although their website is down, you find countless retail sites attempting to advertise their clothes. One of them says, "You've spied the sisters looking hella fly on catalogs." Okay. You also came across a website. 2 catalogs per year. Raina has appeared in all of them. Brenda Roottrees holding a daughter, Rose. Only time her daughter was ever listed with we found it. Carly Roottrees. Clever. Wait, detectives. I mean, they are all models. Are they not? Do we know if we're wrong? Oh, hallelujah. Booyah! Okay. Well, we're geniuses.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet.
Yes.
Some folks refuse to get with the times.
I don't know how
Safe
they
to
live.
say, you're hired.
Thank you. So I should be. There we go.
The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch.
Yes?
The root trees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine. The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives.
Okay.
Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries.
Shadowy Sally here.
Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable root trees.
Alright.
Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree. I'm off for now. Carl Roottrees had a lot in his office. I'll
Okay.
look for anything useful. I'll
Thanks,
return
Sally.
once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Oh god, okay. No pressure. God, oh my god. Who is this? Sally, you're back.
Sorry, one last thing. This might sound
Jeez.
odd, but if anyone
Yeah.
else claiming to represent the Roottrees reaches out, I'd
Yeah.
appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
Suspicious Sally. Alright. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Sleuth. Okay. Every time you get 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree, completely correct, name, occupation, and portrait, they'll be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional, but placing them in the tree helps remove extra names and photos. That's true, it does. Awesome. Okay. So, I need 3 more correct blood relatives. Okay, so but there's more here. Okay. Story so far. This guy. Roottrees sisters and their parents died in a plane crash. The next evening, a shadowy figure, Shadowy Sally, appeared at your door and said the lawyers were looking to sort out the family tree. After a quick test, the figure gave you access to some resources. This includes a list of notable Roottrees who said they would be the easiest family members to place. They said they would return in time it took to fill out 6 more blood relatives. All right. Notables: Carl, Elias and Gwyneth, Gwyn, Red, Jim, Lauren, Miracle Jr. Easy to find online. Okay. All right, we'll find them. Anything else? 5 pieces. What is this? What? Okay, intuition. Oh, my brain. You've been in this line of work a long time. So long, in fact, you've developed a sixth sense for how useful your evidence can be. The numbers in the magnifying glass refer to how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. Aha. The higher the number, the more there is to find. At the start of your search, the notables list sets off alarm bells. A list of famous people that you can find via search engine. It's pretty rare to get something that useful. Best take advantage of it. As you progress, these numbers will change. Whenever you find more evidence or lock in family members, new discoveries will be added to the list and old evidence will become less useful. Trust your intuition. If a piece of evidence seems too good to be true, take a closer look at the people or phrases it mentions. Often, the most satisfying revelations come from retracing a path you thought was fully explored, armed with a new perspective. All right. Sometimes the reason certain evidence has such high value is because it can lead to finding more evidence. You may be missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Cool. Advertisement for 5 pieces aimed at kids from the magazine Teen Blast. It mentions that 5 pieces were named as such because the original creator had 5 children. Ooh. The ad also mentions that the current 5 flavors are not the same as back then. Oh, because it's no longer the 1920s. What even is an elderberry anyway? I mean, is this important? Yeah, nothing on this seems... Okay. Is that... Yeah, okay. So let's look up Carl... No, was it Elias? No. Yeah, Elias Roottrees then. Oh, we can just copy and paste. What am I typing like a pleb? I don't even know, man. Let's look these guys up. Nope, not all of them. Music makes me feel like a real detective. This is how real detectives live. Permanently listening to this. Spider Search was founded in 97. It's one of the most up-to-date. It's recommended... Oh, okay. Let's look up Elias. Oh, I've got a printer. Okay, cool. Founder and first president of Roottrees Candy Company. You find... So, founder and first president. So, let's just go... Elias. Founder, first president. Maybe I'm getting too ahead of myself. Mine was essentially a propaganda site created by that. At the top there is a picture of him and his wife. Picture's been added to my evidence. Cool. Oh, handsome fella. Beautiful lady. They're like, this is us and our apple trees or whatever. Alright, that's him. This is her. She's Gwyneth. Gwendolyn. Let's GW. Oh, too many Gwyneths. So is she Madsen or Anderson? Alright. farm he inherited by marrying his wife. Okay, so... Oh, it's not apple trees, it's maple trees. Okay, 5 pieces became wildly successful. Elias spent his time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. I am just going to... Hang on. Can we just turn that down a little? It's still so loud. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. So loud. Like shouting over it. Any child... There's a few more quotes. Family Man. Roottrees Legacy by Bess Williams. Okay, so let's... Oh, let's... Hang on. That one, because I can see we can look in the public library. So let's pop that there. Alright. Long list of accomplishments and awards. Great, like his great grandson Carl, Elias was voted Watchman of the Year, whatever that means. Okay, well, I don't want to look at them. What about these two? No. I mean, she didn't have an occupation, did she? Well, we haven't really looked her up, have we? Let's look up. Gwyneth. Gwyneth. Oh, hey, Dracos. Thank you for joining. First one in the chat. Oh, Anderson. Okay, so she's Anderson. There she is. All right. Anything more on her? Farm produce only syrup. It was his idea to create candy. Success was not immediate. They got 5 pieces. According to their website, still daily demonstrations. Gwyneth was used as a housewife. I mean, is that an option? Housewife? Yes, so she's a housewife. We got her done. What was his job then? Inventor? I mean... CEO? Maybe? I mean, he's also the director, but not a movie director. Farmer? Maybe he's not a farmer. Let's look him up. What was he? Inventing, or maybe we look up the library. Author name. What was her name? What was her name? Oh, I put it in my notes. Bess Williams. There we go. Oh, great. Oh, newspapers and stuff. Okay. Okay. I don't know what else we could put in as his job then. Manufacturing? Nope. Oh, president. There we go. That's him. Okay. Top secret? What does that say? Oh. Okay. Oh God. Then they've got kids, but none of them are notable. Okay. Well, these two had parents. Was she the root? He was the root tree, wasn't he? I'm trying to remember. Well, I don't need to remember, do I? Just freaking look it up. Root tree sisters. Dad is the president, and their mum Brenda. Okay, let's look up Brenda. Auction for a black and blue dress. Oh, not the black and blue dress. Brenda White original. Auction describes it as a vintage dress from before Brenda became Brenda Roottrees and started designing clothes. One gold dress. It doesn't seem relevant to your search. That is very topical. Also, that was in the 2000s, not the 90s. If you know, you know. So she's Brenda White. All right. And so here is Mr. Oh, he was notable. So is he Carl? Back. Maybe. Let's look up Carl. Oh yeah. President. Clothing company Ruth. Okay. So here's Carl. Roottrees. Occupation. President 5th. And we need a photo of him. How will I find a photo of him? Filling his absence will be hard. Join us looking fondly on Carl, one of them relevant. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious Watchman of the Year. So maybe we look that up. Basically, you're just watching me do searching. Oh, new periodical added. Business Watch. They're problems businessmen. They call this Watchman of the Year. You find through a few searches that 2 Roottrees, So let's look up Business Watch. Carl Roottrees. Ooh. Oh, look at that face. Alright, oh, and his maple tie. And his giant family in the background. Carl Roottrees grabs life by the roots. Alright, calm down. Hey! Geniuses. Booyah! God. What is this? How many portraits available to add to the family tree? To get started, click on Faces in your Evidence tab. I mean, we got this. Maybe there's other photos? Maybe. Okay. So, who else is notable that they've given a star to? Oh, this person. Right. Interesting. Yes. Aha. Yes. So, if we go here, we go back. So, Gwyn, Red, Jim, Lauren, Miracle Jr. Okay. Let's look up Gwyn Roottrees. Here we go. No, thank you. Oh, I can straight away do a spider search. Old films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized. She's a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 50s. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of a highly publicized divorce. Her biggest role was a minor hit movie, Guys Like Us. She left Hollywood after the flop of Christmas Mission. There's a widely circulated picture of Gwyn from behind the scenes of one of her movies, which you've added to evidence. Did you know? Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias Roottree, the founder of the Roottrees candy. She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare. Ooh, what does she look like? Oh, wow. She's a good-looking lady. Alright, so she is a granddaughter. But her mum... So she could be one of these. Right. Except she had a divorce. So she's probably this one then. Yeah, she has to be. Alright. So she's this one. And she's Gwyn. And that's her mum. Genius. What we're looking at. What about divorce? What if... No. No, dang it. No. This one. Mentions of a marriage to Wild Bill Williams. Not Wild Bill. Okay. Bill will... He doesn't exist at all. Maybe he has another name. They divorced before the birth of her second child. Let's look this guy up then. Let's get rid of that. Williams. Old films. He's the leading man of some non-notable movies in the 50s. Fortune Favors the Grave. I found the information about that film. Who's known for his good looks and off-screen romances, specifically with blondes. He's married to 4 different times to 4 different actresses. It's a famous Hollywood rumor that he even approached Marilyn Monroe at a party, and that she was already aware of his reputation. He grew up in Paris, France. It doesn't say what his real name is. Okay. Dang it. I wonder what... Why can't we... Oh, that's nice. That's easier to deal with. Yeah, okay. Why is this... Yeah, okay. Okay. So... Let's go here. Parents? Maybe mother? Queen Roottrees. Father? No. His roles that might have hit. Child? No. Dang it. Anyway, well, we know what she is. She was a actor. Who else do we need to find out about? Not in that one. This one. That away. Red root tree? Huh. Strange historical facts. Aloysius Herring Rootree, aka Red, was an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for 6 days. He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position and the Irish people. He then tried to run for state senate. He claimed to be related to the Rootree Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that the last name was merely a coincidence. He was defeated in a landslide. Okay, so he's not even related. Right. Aloysius Red Herring. Oh, I get it. Okay. Aloysius Herring Rootree. Well, hang on. Is there someone that just doesn't fit on this at all because he's not a root tree? Oh. Surnames from birth, even though the person changed it. It's most recent. Okay, cool. Everyone on this is like related. Interesting. Well, I don't know about him. He's a tough one. Let's... Oh, okay, he's crossed out. Okay. Jim? Let's look up Jim. Jim? He's a singer who sings in the duo Jim and Diamond with his wife Diamond LaRue. The duo, according to many sources you'll find, is considered a one-hit wonder due to the disco song Rollin' On Down to the City. It's now in your evidence folder. Awesome. Although Jim writes the majority of the songs, plays guitar and often sings, Diamond is considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. The band never had another hit, but has its fans who refer to themselves as Diamond Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic than the one song they're known for. Jim and Diamond have continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Other albums you'll find mentioned are Cherry Tree and The Sound of Laughter. Jim has become a bit of a recluse and hasn't made a public appearance since 1996. Ooh. Okay, Jim and the Diamonds. This is fun. Okay. Belly top hit. Yeah, Studio 54. According to the liner notes, satirizes content. Because it was such a product of a time, doesn't get much play anymore, even on stations that play oldies. Maybe that's why you've never heard of it before now. This image, Jim Rootree and Diamond LaRue. Jim Rootree is on the notable Rootrees list in the evidence. He'll be marked on the chart with a star. Lyrics of this song contain no clues. Okay, just in case we wanted to Okay. So, don't know how they're related to anyone. Yeah, okay. This is fun. It's a good song. Okay. Well, we know a lot about him, but I still don't know where he's going to fit. Unless maybe we look her up. No, it's kind of the same. He hasn't made a public appearance since 96. Okay. Okay, what's another notable one then? Lauren Roottrees. Let's look her up. Oh, I can just highlight it. I forget about this. Spider search. Distant relative of the Roottrees sisters. So it's known for her book A Life Between Wars. According to a website about famous authors, in the early 60s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Rafferty, to little fanfare. When her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name, take advantage of the family's notoriety. The selection of diary entries released in 1965, A Life Between Wars, spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with the post-war world as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspectives on changing times, socialites, all the way through the entry into Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it's found a new life as an exercise in high school English classes to show an evolution in writing style. Interesting. Okay. After the success of her diaries, publisher re-released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottrees. This included Romance in Court, which gained popularity. She followed the re-release up by writing 2 new sequels, creating what fans referred to as Court Jester series. You find no recent details about Lauren, although she is listed as retired. Huh. So, distant would mean more than second cousin, so she could be related to anyone. I mean, he could be this one. I just thought this was because they divorced. And then there's someone who died. Didn't mention any kids, but they've all had kids, so oh no, she is a mother. Yeah, okay, I did. The Life Between Wars. Library. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Lauren Roottrees. Okay. There we go. Oh, book occasionally taught in schools. You even find a hardcover edition for students. Oh, we don't have to read the whole frickin' book, do we? Oh, we got pictures of him. Nice. Okay, well, no we don't. It's just skimming, thank God. She's notable, yep, to mark with a star. Book was published in 65, consists of the diary entries, Loss of her husband Jacob. Jacob died at the final months of World War II while Lauren was pregnant. This left her to raise her son Clark alone. She never remarried and only had one child. Okay, so we got someone who's notable who only had one child. So that one, I'm assuming. Everyone else has had more than... Oh, could be this one. Let's have a look. Getting the following information. She was granddaughter of Elias. So she's a granddaughter. Yep. Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. Her mother's family was called Cosals, but she hardly ever mentions them. Okay. Father, who she always refers to as Pop, was the head lawyer of the Roottrees Candy. Oh, this is so much information. This is great. Oh. It's clear from context that the Roottrees have internal shorthand names for the generations. 5 pieces is the generation that her father was in. Next generation was Lauren's generation, and then the Free Spirits generation after Lauren's, including her son. Nice. It seems everyone has something to complain about. Gwyn, as an only child, complained of loneliness. Did we pick the right person then? Yes, she was an only child. Told her that being expected to watch after 3 brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. Oh, that helps. So it can't be this one. So it must be this one. Yeah, okay. So this is her. She's notable. These are all men then. And what was her name? Lauren Roottrees. And her husband was Jacob Rafferty. And she is an author. Okay, now we've done 2 additional ones. We need one more. And what was her son's name? Did she mention it? No, I want to go back to this. During the summer where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot. Oh yeah, we know her parents' name too, don't we? Her mother's family was called Cosals. Okay, so her mum was Cosal. They don't count though. Dang it. Father she refers to as Pop was the head lawyer. Okay, so he was the lawyer. And his name is Pop. Okay. Stay with her and Aunt Margot. I hope she'd be the sister I never had. And I'd do the same for her. Even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the 2 of them. What a mess. She just complained to her I was a lucky cousin. Now, oh, her son is called Clark. Yeah, he would be Clark Rafferty. I must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me, she gets to install it, tell tales of how she gallivants the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first Roottrees woman to be anything other than a housewife. And I am jealous. If I were not a single mother, I'd make my own way in this world. Okay, so... Oh yeah, that's him. Oh yeah, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oh yeah, and Margot is then Margalit. Cool. I'm still surprised we couldn't find a Williams in here. He must have a different name. Why is he called Wild Bill then, as well? Anyway, we'll work that out. Okay, more. She's giving us the most. She's giving us heaps of evidence. I'm so lucky to be born into a family that can support me for eternity, raise a child without worry. Rightly scoff, just like I do at Gwen. An entry titled Dynasty from Lauren Roottrees' diary focuses on the day her grandfather Elias announced he would step down as president and the meeting to determine his successor. There should have been a fly in the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Granddad was furious that none of his sons would take over as president. That's what he gets for holding on to it so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers, no one's got time for candy. So with the 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Okay, so we've got an architect, preacher, and a lawyer. So her dad was a lawyer, so that's good to know. Pop argued, and Margot's mum was the Roottrie. So Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family since we still have the Roottrie name. I'm not sure even Clancy would have wanted it, but he was the one who volunteered. So one of her brothers is called Clancy. Zach, even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece. So he's the firstborn son, which would mean that's him. So he's Zach. Oh, but he doesn't have a surname. Which surname is his? Son. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company. Granddad always had very particular views when it came to his bloodline. Why does his first name not match the candy? That's weird. Is he a... No, he can't be a Okay. Clancy, if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach. I'm next oldest of us all. But he just laughed. Oh. So is that wrong? Oh god, this is confusing. Because this is like eldest to not eldest. Unless it's to do with the next gens. Okay, so she's... Okay. Oh my god. My brain. I think I was going siblings. Back into the book. Okay. Papa, Stay with our branch of the family. Since we have the Roottrie name, not sure even Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who was volunteered. Okay, so Clancy's in our bit of the family. Went to Zach, even though his surname doesn't match the candy. He's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece. Right, so this is a Zach, one of them. Cool. Which means this is a lady. Oh God, I'm so confused. Okay. Granddad, I asked Clancy if it came out with a woman would take after. After all, Angie's older than Zach, and I'm next oldest, but he just laughed. Never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered back, maybe they want it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. Oh, so we're making fat jokes now. Okay. Great. Nice. Beautiful. An entry entitled Sam from Lauren Roottrees' diary, written in 1963. From previous entry, he learned that Elias had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two, but I'm told trim their branches from the family tree, so why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. I'm the only one to realize. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. And I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands at EC John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. On hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother. Okay, so she has Eli and Clancy chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seemed thrilled. The end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. What happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Granddad making an exception now? So is there a secret child? Okay. Interesting. So there is a Zach over here. Then the next eldest that's not notable. Who are the notable ones? Oh, we'll keep reading. Clark's getting married, and in my opinion far too young. He's barely 18. Danielle isn't much older. Okay, so, and he married Danielle. Cool. Apparently openly confronting them may call me a hit. Oh my god. Openly confronting them would make me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians, artists, dancers, and all sorts of nonsense. The only one who has any discipline is Carl. That's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Oh, so yeah, this one is Clancy. Clancy. Oh. Is he Clancy Jr. or Clancy? Maybe that one. Unless maybe that's Clancy Edward, and then this one's Clancy Jr. Okay. Maybe I'm just getting old. Our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge. The most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who'd be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. Okay. So Ed, I don't know which one's Edward, but as for me, first book, Swashbuckle My Heart, it's based on the pirate stories, I think I'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. You and my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all. And his sister seems to be doing a good job at raising her twins. So she's got the twins. So these must be twins. Gathering. Gwen is getting divorced with her. Held her eye. She even told us she might come home next year so we can meet her kids. The free spirits in any family, they'd all end up on the streets. Even Clark, right? Okay, so that was a lot. Which one was... Oh yeah, we've dealt with Gwen. What was... Oh, Jim was the... God, there's so much to remember from all of that. Oh, hang on. Is this another photo? Oh. So that's Zach. Look at this. Look at this kid. Okay, so that is Zach. So he is this one. And then the only other one... Although musicians could be any of these, couldn't it? This is the 5 pieces. Famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. This. So, oh, that's her dad. Right. Cool. Yes. Booyah. Okay. Jacob Rafferty. Daniel Franks. Booyah. Geniuses. Oh yeah, 6. She was... Sally's back.
You're on a roll.
Thank you.
I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Burst pipes. Oh, sorry.
But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottrees reunion. I also found some important-looking papers.
Okay.
You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
God, there's so much. Fun though. It's good. I like this. It's fun. So this is Zach. Got so much. We almost have too much evidence. Okay, so she is Gwen's mum. I'm fairly sure. Yeah. Okay, a new warehouse that Eli Jr. had designed. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it. So this is Miracle. The Three of us were all about the same age. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose, to stop the tantrums, they posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morton, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. I found out years later they'd never even took a second photo. Oh, so this is Miracle. Hang on. He wasn't notable though, was he? There's someone under him. Yeah, okay. So, this is Miracle. It makes sense because he's so young. Okay. So we've done that. Okay, and then Zach was president too. But we're just not sure which Zach he was. Okay. Okay, an attempt to recapture the spirit of the 5 pieces photo with our generation. All time's sake, we gathered on the warehouse floor. I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left, since to me, he looked a lot like Pop did in the old one. But I was outvoted by my brothers. They insisted the 4 of us stand together. So that'll be these guys. So up, we clumped in the middle and let everyone filter in behind and in front of us. The only one too good to make an appearance was Gwen. My grandma insisted we include Sam even if we didn't want to. None of us understood why. Including Sam. I don't think it fair Miracle made it in, since he's technically a 5-piece. I guess my inner child still holds a grudge even after all these years. Aha. So, she said Eli looked like her dad. So it'll be one of these guys. Which one? Dad looks like that. Which is this guy. So one of these is Eli. That's her. So we've got another photo of her. Did she get another? Yes. There we go. Okay. Who's this lady then? Okay. Could we include Sam if we didn't want to? None of us understood why, even Sam. Do we think this is Sam? And who's she? Just some hoe, I guess. Alright. This photo has a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled the water damage picture of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. Written on the back of the photo is, couldn't make the reunion, wishing you well from Paris, Gwyn and the boys. Not the boys. Okay, so that's another one of Gwyn. Do we then put in here the boys? Okay, so that'll be one of the boys. And that's the other boy. Okay. Let's... Oh, we have so much evidence. Almost too much. Did I already say that? I'm saying it again. This one. Oh, God. This one. Every photo has a note attached from your employer. Every 20 or so years, the Roottrees would hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This one's from the 70s, and Carl's the teenager in the middle. This kid. Okay, so now when I go find Carl. That kid. There we go. Sorry about the water damage. A pipe burst in Carl's office. The back of the photo in childish print writing, it says November. There are also a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie, next president, Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Carolyn, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. Okay. Oh yeah, that's Eli. So we know that this one's Eli. Did we know where Eli fit it in the rest of the things? God. Probably not. Oh, the only other notable... Oh, there's 2 other notables. But this would make sense that this one's Miracle Jr. Because Miracle Jr., which will mean this one is this guy. And she's Diamond LaRue. And he is Jim? No. James? And he is musician. And she has that photo. Awesome. So we've done that one. Okay. Miracle. Why has he only got one eye? Is it... I don't know. Okay, and then there's Miracle Jr. Whomst? Okay. Jim. So Jim is in there as well. God, so much to know. Okay, so let's, before we look up Miracle Jr., there's, you'll be, oh, okay, so he's there. She's there. Well, let's look up Miracle then, I guess. Although there's more evidence we've never looked at. Oh, okay. No, here's one. This is buried under a ton of the mail that Carl left in his inbox. Had a handwritten note, seemed personal. It's a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. Now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply, love our future. Handwritten note says, Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflicts spread to the next generation. CM. CM. Okay, let's look up Stephanie Jones. She won. No mention of the Roottrees. Stephanie also has a very bare bones website for her campaign. Simply a picture of her campaign mailer. Underneath it says, be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. Can I look that up? Search periodicals. No. Can I search Can I search it here? Company began on a small farm within the Butler County limits. And the area has a lot of history with the family. The Butler County Times is presumably a local paper there. There are likely articles from over the years involving the Roottrees family and those adjacent to them. It's been automatically added to your periodical search interface. As a side note, a video game called Roottrees Are Dead was once set in Butler County. Turns out the creator never lived in or near Butler County or even had any connection to Butler County. Awesome. Well, that's helpful. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we got these. Looked at that. Looked at base. What's Shiva? Okay. Photo was tucked inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. The letter says, "To Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible. And Ernie, more than anyone else on earth, knew how busy your job can be. I've enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respects, though it's not expected for those outside the faith to do so." And he was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over. Okay, as for myself, it's impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. Though we caught it too late for him to get on the donor list, the company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust that it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after your visit, Brenda. Until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We could never have done that without the two of you fighting for us. Much love, Debbie. Okay. Who's Debbie? No? Okay. So I think... yeah, now I've looked at everything. Cool. Itchy twitchy. Alright. Oh, alright, let's look up Miracle Jr. After all of that. Notables. Miracle Jr. Spider search. He doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he has shortened it to Miracle Jr. He's a televangelist who is part of the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired on local access across many stations in the northeastern US. According to a website called Clergy Watch, he was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public in 1979. When he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. A news expose revealed it was his wife Edith's sister in a disguise. The author... oh my god, so much reading. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. He's since lost his television show and instead goes on tour across southern US, where he was not well known before the scandal. So, I've put Miracle Jr. there. And that's Edith. Edith Jacobson. So he was, criminal. So televangelist is not there. What is he? Oh, is he a public speaker now? What did we read? He goes on tour. Televangelist. He was exposed, subsequently charged with conspiracy. Doesn't really say. Actor, cashier, chef, comedian, construction, firefighter, hairdresser, manufacturing, mechanic, media mogul, no. News anchor, nurse, pilot, police officer, definitely not. Oh, preacher, I guess. And he has a picture. Miracle Junior's in this one. I mean, it could be this guy. But the rainbow tie seems to be like a motif, so I don't know. Because this one... didn't think it fair Miracle made it in since he's technically a 5-piece. Guess my inner child. Okay, so this guy and then that guy. So maybe, yeah, this tie would be Miracle. Then that would be Miracle Junior. Probably same tie. That would make sense. Oh, we haven't finished that. Okay. So then this guy, we didn't take a photo of him yet. Okay. Add this one. And it would be, I reckon it's that guy. That one. How many we done? 1, 2, double ways. We done her too. Oh, and him. Oh, but we didn't have a job for her. So we've looked up all the notable ones. Is there more information in this that we've missed? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's fine. That one. Complaints. Just I would say with her. Dye my hair blonde. What a mess. She just complained to her I was the lucky cousin. Okay, so this one would have to be a woman then, wouldn't it? And then did I take all the photos from the original picture? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe it's this one in the middle. Okay. Eli Jr. designed. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So this has to be Eli Jr. Which would be this guy. He's Eli Jr. Is he an architect? Yes! Booyah! There's a lot of information to put in. I can see why it takes so long. But I'm still having a good time. Awesome. Okay, so now we got that. This guy, we could put that extra photo in. Didn't I take another photo of him? Oh, hang on. Oh, I never finished that one. Okay. So what was her name? The 5-piece. Okay. Interesting. For us to clumped in the middle and everyone Grandma insisted we include Sam even if we didn't want to. So is she Grandma? Because who's she otherwise? Well, he's okay, yeah, so that one was Miracle Jr., which we never finished. Okay, so he's this idiot. Alright. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, is there any information easy to find online? 5 pieces. Can we find out their names? Small colourful shell-coated maple candies that since the late 20s have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf. Although they usually have one flavour that looks more like a berry. Taste of change of the flavours. It's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have a 5 pieces advertisement scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Unfortunately, through the website, all their image links are broken. Oh, can we copy Charles Lee? Ooh, now more evidence. Nice. No, got that. What's the new evidence? Where's my new evidence? 5 pieces add. Next one. It's a miracle. Okay. A modern candy for modern society. Roottrees 5 pieces. Proud family business. Our flavours are inspired by our children. G is for grape. E is for elderberry. C is for cinnamon extract. M is for melon. And M is for miracle berry. Miracle berry is a burst of beautiful blossoming blended berries. Try it today. Okay, so these are their like thingies. So G. So it has to be a G name. Ain't nothing but a G thing. So her name is G. Gwendolyn Roottrees. Okay. Must be. Okay. Yeah. So these 4 are together. He's there. And there's 2 women. Where would they fit? So there's got to be someone here. It's a woman. We've barely got any of them. Oh, these are the 3 brothers who I'm not sure who they are. And then said, hang on, what did she say about the ages? So much to remember. No, not you. Next page. Okay. Architects, preachers, and lawyers. We've done that. No time with 5 pieces. Going to us next gens. Pop argued with the length the company should end up going to Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company. Granddad always had very particular views. Asked Clancy if I came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach. Now, I'm the eldest of us all, but I'm the next oldest of us all, but he just laughed. So, Angie can't be here. Angie could be there. Yeah, so Angie, she would be here. Angelica Morden. How? Oh, she must have married a Morden. So she's married a Zach or a James, which means he's the other Zach. So he must be Zach Wilson. We're getting there. Which he must be another Wilson. Jem? No, because she married a man. Jason or Stephen? I mean, back then it's probably a Stephen. And then they had 2 kids. Can we search Zach Wilson? Oh, because he's with an H. Interesting. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Okay, so he was an architect. And then Angelica Morden. Why is that top secret? Okay, can we search her then? I'm not sure. What else? Okay, so this must be the other lady then. And you can't really tell ages in old-timey stuff. Does it mention who any of them are? No. Well, hang on. Grandma insisted we include Sam even if we didn't want to. None of us understood why, including Sam. I also didn't think it fair Miracle made it in since he's technically a 5-piece. Okay, so which one's Sam then? Sam worked on the farm. So is this Sam? Is this tiny child Sam? Is Sam a woman? No. Oh, I'm so confused. Because you got the 4. This is Zach because they made a joke about his weight. This is Miracle. Why is Sam? Grandma insisted we include Sam even if we didn't want to. So I didn't think it fair Miracle made it in since he's technically a 5-piece. I guess mean a child still holds a grudge. So maybe I've stuffed up over here. Maybe that's not him. I don't know why Sam's there then. then when we look at the free spirits with James, Jim, that's Eli, that's old mate. Huh. Someone's heavy with Greg. It says November. Okay, so she's November, this child. I wish you could like put it next to them and be like, this is November. However she fits in there. This one's called November. Okay, so there is a very young person called November. But maybe she's not that young. She'd be older than these guys. Oh, geez Louise. So maybe... I don't know. Okay. There's also a number of large cursive things that include Bonnie, next president. Next president, Guy Hudson. Okay, who's Guy Hudson? Can we search him? Fancy Flavors was an addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year. It was Guy Hudson's first and historically most cited move as president of Roottrees, in an attempt to cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted. Guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others, and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors to 5 pieces, anyone could live like the wealthy. This philosophy led to a flavor in 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. Ooh. 5 pieces sold less that year than it had any other year, except for in some foreign markets. It was very quickly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and would go back to normal as soon as possible. Okay. So Guy Hudson. Can we search him here? Oh, they're twins. Okay. Guy Hudson, along with his twin sister, are no strangers to the public when it comes to Roottrees snacks. They both appeared in the company's advertisements as children during the Boys and Girls Agree era. Oh, can we search this? Oh. Oh, these two hideous gingers. A ginger can judge another ginger. It's part of the ad campaign Boys and Girls Agree, which include television, print, and advertisements. The ad campaign is described as having the premise that boys and girls are often diametrically opposed, except when it comes to one thing. Both of them agree that Roottrees is their favourite. Interesting. So they're the twins. Oh god, which one had twins? We found... someone mentioned the twins, didn't they? I need one of those. I know we've got this, but I feel like we need one of those like murder boards where you're like, and then this goes to this, and then this goes to this, and then this is who the... That would be nice. Pop use wouldn't go to us. Mother, the ever quick witted. Counted back. Okay, no, not that one. Sam from Lauren Roottrees. Elias Roottrees had given his hint to his wife. Skew relative. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. After all, Granny had sisters, Granddad had brother. Trim their branches, nothing adds up. The rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. They didn't recognize Sam at Uncle's wedding to Patsy. Uncle Junior So Uncle didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's. Okay. So she didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior, which would be this one, to Patty. Oh, which one? Patricia Jones? Patricia Christensen? Oh, that doesn't help me at all. She's one of the Patties. No, Patsy. Patsy? Pat. Oh, it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farm hands EC and John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother. Aho. Miracle. Here he is. He had an Eli. Oh, it'd be this one. That would make sense. Not her brother. Should be another one of these. Okay. Even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli said, I think Sam's a girl because of this. But Eli certainly seemed thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into the family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Where's Granddad making an exception? I think Sam's a girl. Yeah. Okay, so when we go into this one, I think, based on how they're dressed, this is Sam. So this is the lady. I think. So then that would be her. Who's underneath? Oh God, there's so many of them. But there's also not enough. So we got one. So who's this then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because we know that's Miracle. Alright. My brain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. But she wasn't there. Who's related to Zach? Who did they have as a child? Anyone too good to make an appearance was Gwen. Have I missed someone? No, because it's her and her 4 brothers. I think this is Sam. This is Zach. This is Miracle. This is Angeline or Angelica. This is a child. Can we search the next generation? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Where does she fit in then? Oh god, we still got to keep going. Okay, so there's probably more in this book. Okay. Sam, alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way. The old farm had EC and John. So, okay, Clancy saw. Oh, my brain. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC, so Elias C, and John. So, yeah, that would make sense that he's Elias M. One of her brothers is, say, Elias C. Is this also John? I don't know who John is. Okay. Ran his mini bike. Okay, so let's go on. Clark is getting married, in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18. Danielle. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is free spirit. Kids growing up with more money. They all aspire to be musicians, artists, dancers, all sorts of nonsense. The only one who has any discipline is Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Maybe I'm getting old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seem to pursue paths of knowledge. The most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Okay, so one of these guys, I think, married... And then this is possibly where maybe November comes in. Who I haven't taken a photo of. But then they have maybe kids. Oh god, I'm so confused. Because then we've got... This is a lot. I always have too much information. Because then there's... Oh no. Stephanie Jones. Carl. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, but in her words, it was still full of love. 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas. She used the publicity. Oh, CM. CM? Elias? No. Oh god, I don't freaking know. What is this? Oh, a guardian. Adoption or otherwise. Huh. Okay. Someone mentioned twins. That's why we were looking for things. Forgot about that. Oh, Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. Who's Edward? Okay. Is there an Edward? But he's a Roottrea. Maybe this one? Edward is said to take over. Maybe he's also a lawyer? And he's met with this one. Who is this one? Okay. Jeez Louise. But he's one of these lads. So either be this one or this one. Can we look up? Do we have any other photos of them? Not really. Okay, history, hang on. Guy Hudson. Adorable redheads. Credits to his mother and father, Angie and Christopher. Oh, yes. Okay. So this is Christopher Hudson, which would make sense. Okay, we're getting somewhere, you guys. Arguing over everything but chocolate would take over the whole company. Guy's uncle and current president Zachariah has decided to take an early retirement to focus on traveling the world with his wife. Zach was quoted as saying, "Now our daughters have started families of their own, Clara and I." So he's married to a Clara. Okay. And these are two women. Yep. Clara and I plan to reflect on the life we'll live. Guy is new to the business world, but he is family. We at Roottree have faith in his innovative ideas and is eager to share them with the world. We'd like to think that boys and girls agrees. Okay. So he was the guy who introduced the caviar flavor chocolate. Okay. So... right. And they sit under these two. So you've got Guy, Hudson. Do we have another Hudson? Bonnie? Maybe. Did it say what the names of the kids were? No. But they've got red hair, so that will be these two. Bonnie and... oh yeah, Bonnie would make sense. Next president, Guy Hudson. Okay. Oh, look at us go. So he was then president 3. And he's Ginger Meggs. And then this is Bonnie Hudson. She's this one. Okay. So we've done 1, 2. We still don't know her occupation. I mean, they could be housewives due to just like the past. Maybe not. Musician, news anchor, nurse. Maybe she's a nurse? No. Curses. We could literally just go through all of them if we wanted, but we won't. Okay. A baby. She's just a baby. Okay. Well, I don't know what that is. Can we make it nothing again? Unknown. Cool. Okay. So, did it mention it didn't mention everyone's names, did it? Okay, so Ernie Jr. So there's Ernie Jr., Carolyn, Gwyneth M. Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr. We got him. Jim Roottrees, Clark, and Eli M. Oh, that'll be Eli M because they look real similar, hey? Maybe? But I guess I can't assume. One of these is Clark. God, I don't freaking know. Same with these ones. I just feel there's not enough people in the photos. Maybe, but there's like, because we know he's not in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 9 people. And then one of these is Sam. I wonder if I could take a second picture of them. There doesn't seem to be anywhere I can put the second picture on either of these. What if we search Clark Rafferty? Is he someone? New fan sites for the band. Jim and Diamond seem to mention that he used to make music with Clark Rafferty. They mention an album called These Times. A band called C&J and J&D released one single called These Times. Someone with the username Die Hard Dazzler scanned the cover and noted it cost him over $200 at auction. Apparently this was Jim Roottrees and Diamond LaRue's first song together. He also mentioned that it was performed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister. And that it was only somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's later works. You can't find anything else about Die Hard Dazzler, the band, or the single, so all that's left to do is scan your evidence. Oh my god. Okay. Right. C and J and J and D. Oh, okay. So that's Jim and Diamond. And that's these two. Alright. He was a singer, I guess. Or musician. Maybe. Oh yeah, and they have extra photos, hey. Right. And then J and D. Let's play their song.
life is life, love shall be. Me for you, and you for me. Someday will come, though, that this tree will be the last of what was we. With passing years, all paths diverge. Rivers
This is fun.
trembling, onward surge. One source behind old memories, but find their ways to different seas. Someday these times will all be over. Dew dries on the morning clover. So take my
This is fun. So who haven't we got now? Bonnie Hudson, can we search her?
We'll tell ourselves these stories older, well on warm, ignore the colder.
Oh, did I spell it right?
For what could be, rose tinted by
Bonnie Hudson.
so act as though these
Yeah.
times
No,
ain't
she's
fleeting.
boring. Shouldn't have anything.
Still blows our hearts hard
Okay.
beating. For now ignore fate's destiny. Two roads that cross once at this tree. Someday these times will all be
How lovely. Oh, yeah, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. I can yawn. I have just noticed. Has this been matching our time in real life? I mean, it doesn't match the date. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. So we've solved some of it. Maybe we could look up Gwendolyn Roottrees. Does she have anything? I've got to find to spell her name, don't I? Search. Nope. Dang it. I'm gonna look this person up. Nope. Okay. Deborah Bean. That's a funny name. Laura Carlson, Stephanie Cattrall, Danielle Franks, Bonnie Hudson, Edith Jacobson, Anthony Kellogg, Stephanie, Clara, Diamond. So are the other LaRues coming up? No. Okay. What about Kim LaRue? Nope, nothing. They're just fun names though. Well, no, let's go back. And the Madsons, Joan Monroe, Angelica Morden. Do we know what she did? No. Okay. So, if we look at this lot. Oh no, this is that lot. What if we looked at the men? Yeah. Gwen and the boys. These boys don't help at all. Who are the boys? Okay. Good gravy. Okay. So why is it saying so much about Clark? Higher the number, the more there is to find. Not getting married. So can I search? Okay. He's a free spirit. Oh, that's right. Clark Rafferty. Did I search him? I feel like I already have. Yeah, I did. But he used to make music. Does he still make music though? And then he had 2 divorces, but a child that came out of one of them. Then his current wife, and they have 2 kids. What are we missing? We've been doing so much. We've done pretty well though. Who do you think we should focus on next? I mean, we could look at Da Boys. We still can't find this guy, Wilson. Oh, I can find... Oh no, it wasn't. It was Williams, wasn't it? And we couldn't find that he had any other name, could we? I don't think. Let's go. He was right at the start when we looked it up. Wild Bill Williams. Notable movies. He appeared in adventure movies. Fortune Favors the Grave. So search. No. He grew up in France. He returned there often. So, I mean, is there any French names? What's William in French? Or Bill? Is there any French names? I mean, other than LaRue, it's... And then there's Rafferty LaRue, Jessica Katrina. So that must be these 2. Oh no, Rafferty LaRue. Oh. Interesting. If there's Rafferty LaRue, he must have married... He must have married a LaRue. Maybe he married her. What's her name? LaRue. It would have been Jane, based on the picture of the other girl. Yep. And they must have had 2 kids. Rafferty, Jessica, and Katrina. What happens if I search them? Jeez Louise. But hang on. Paths of knowledge. Okay. Still doesn't help us pick out which one was which out of these 3. This one and this one. Guy with glasses, guy with no glasses. Now let's look up Edward Roottrees. Huh. Dang it. Okay, let's look up the girls then. The names. Nope. Okay. This one? Nothing. Dang it. What if I looked up the other... Oh, we've already looked up the other one, haven't we? Yeah, nothing. Okay. Okay, well, let's look up the men. That guy was meant to be French. Oh, we got some Kellogg's going on. Guy Hudson, Chris Hudson. We've already sorted them out, haven't we? Yeah, okay. Yep. Yep. Oh, and then there's Miracle the Third. Oh my god. So Miracle Jr. would have had a Miracle the Third, wouldn't he? There we go. Who knows what he did? And there's got to be other photos we can find of them. Okay. Robert Ronald Roottrees. Wolf Roottrees. That's an interesting name. Nothing. Okay. None of these are coming across as particularly French. Okay. Nope. What do you think we should search next? Is there... Let's have a look. So there's still more to find here, it's saying. Unless we search Free Spirit. Nope. No. More money than any one person can spend. They all aspire to be musicians, artists, dancers, all sorts of nonsense. The only one who's any discipline is Carl. Generation was never so bad. Me swashbuckle my heart. Should we search that? Oh, dang it. Lauren Roottrees, that's it. Okay. Zach's not a bad president, and his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Gwyn is Gwyn. Zach's not a bad president, and his sister is raising twins. Hang on. Oh. No, that's... Must be another set of twins. Surely. Neo kids. They'd all end up on the streets. Even Clark. Zach's not a bad president. And his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. So who's his sister? Oh, there has to be another Will. Oh no, she wouldn't be a Wilson, would she? Oh, maybe. Maybe Jem Wilson? Who's Jem Wilson? No, don't know. Zach? We searched Zach Wilson though, didn't we? Or did we? Oh, I can't remember. That doesn't make sense that there's nothing. Maybe we've picked the wrong Zach. Why did I think it was that? Oh yeah, because it was him. But maybe it's not him. Oh, I'm so confused. Let's go to the men. Nope, nothing. Huh. Well, this doesn't help at all. What's the hints? I don't really want a hint if I don't have to. What does anyone else think we should search? No, she's Angelica Morden. Oh, then maybe... Why would she be a... Oh, because it... Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so maybe we've put her in the wrong spot. Maybe she's... Maybe she's that person here, which would make a bit more sense. And she's raising her twins, so does that make her a housewife? And then her twins are these gingers. Oh, but then the Hudson. Oh yeah, she married the Hudson. Oh, hang on. No. Okay. Brain. These two are in the wrong spot because she's the eldest. Oh my god, this is killing my brain. Okay, so she's the eldest. He's here. And she goes there. He then goes there. She's housewife. He's president too. He's married. Clara. She's married Hudson. No. And then, oh God, these two. Okay, so these two does matter. Okay, so how many have we now missing? So he can't be a musician, otherwise this would have worked, maybe. Or maybe we've picked the wrong occupation for her. Question mark. So then she might be here, and he might be there. And then that was Bonnie, and he was Guy, and then he was President 3. Yes. Okay, so we got a couple wrong, but that's fine. Booyah. Oh, we got her right. She is. So we've obviously got that photo, that photo. Okay, so we have some photos, right?
You're listening to
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottree's belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
All right, I've written that down. WRTD. Oh, God. Okay, we're doing pretty good. WRTD News. It's your local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segments at 45 minutes on the hour, they've been talking about the plane crash. This most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it's revealed there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm. This means it was likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to post the culprit has an alternate agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. Comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies, it's just another instance. The Roottree curse being real, a real true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered and the picture had evidence on it." What's the Roottree curse? It's a long rambly conspiracy website with very small red text on black background that says the Roottrees are cursed. It's been a very recent update with the following. Important update with Carl, Brenda and their girls. There's 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottree company have died mysteriously. They said Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now this... Okay, wait, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. There's another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5 pieces wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull. A secret message meant to oh my god. I give up. I cannot talk. Okay. Subliminally scare people away. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4 corners simultaneously, 4-day time cubes. The author of this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff, 75, at prodigy.us asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. The first entry is from 1996 and has a blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company factory seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence through some trees. It seems that Operation RT29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29, 1996. Website footer says all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood. Who's this? Oh God. He seems to have a few different sites about the mysterious deaths and curses. In addition to the Roottrees Curse website, you'll also find one about the truth behind Spirit Cola, which claims Spirit really stands for Satan's Plague is returning in 2000. And that in the year 2000, anyone who has drunk Spirit Cola will die. The website is Stock Market's Devil Numbers, which claims if you multiply any stock market's price by 666, then also multiply the current year by that same stock's price. Then add those two numbers together and divide the entire total by the stock price and finally subtract the current year. You'll always end up with 666. Bless. Yeah, okay. Alright. What is Operation RT29? Some of them claim that the Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals. Bad actors from a known government. Oh. Okay. Right. Cool. Okay. Well. What is new? This. Roottrees sisters' parents died. Photos you're given been mainly stolen from Carl's office. The newscaster mentioned you could search online to find out more. Well, we did that. Okay. Alright. So he died though, didn't he? So we kind of knew that. So that is this little ginger idiot. Oh, we have searched him, haven't we? Yeah. Both appeared. Who would have known that ended one of those? His mother and father, Angie and Christopher, arguing over everything but chocolate, would grow up to take over the whole company. His uncle and current president decided to take an early retirement. Now our daughters have started families of their own. Clara and I plan to reflect. Guy is new to the business world, but his family, we at Roottrees, have faith in his innovative ideas. He's eager. Okay. Okay. So he has 2 daughters. So they'll be Mordens, would they not? Okay, so they'll be Carolyn and Gwendolyn. So can we search them from the list of names? Morden. Search. Nope. Gwendolyn. Search. Nope. Great. These people are nothing. But they're sisters, so they should be in this photo. Gwyneth M. And what was the other one called? Carolyn. Okay, so nope. Oh my god. Okay. Gwyneth M. Maybe these two because they're standing next to each other. We've used him. Okay. So let's go Gwyneth and Carolyn. We need the pictures of the younger kids. That's what we need. I mean, who knows what she did? Who knows who his wife was? We never knew who your wife was. Or did we ever look him up though? He is an architect, so we might... We never knew who your dad was. This guy. Nothing. Clancy? No. Underneath Clancy Edward would be Clancy Jr. So let's see. Oh yeah, we had that one, didn't we? But we didn't know who they were. Alright, so if we're limiting down from that photograph, lads who are left. So we have Eli M. So that's this guy. So then, did we put him in? No. So that's this guy. He seems to have... He looks like he works in a blue-collar job. What could we pick for him? Maybe construction? That's what he looks like. Okay. Or we put him in... No, he's... Maybe... I'm just picking a wheelie-neely. Ernie Jr. Who's Ernie Jr.? What would Ernie be short for? Ugh, uncomfortable. And then Clark's in this photo too, isn't he? And some other lady. Okay, Bonnie, we've worked out. Ernie Jr., Carolyn, Gwyneth M, Gwendolyn. So that must be Gwendolyn. Who's she related to? Bloody hell. I don't think we've come across a Gwendolyn. Oh, this... Oh. Oh, yeah, Gwendolyn. So that would be... Hang on. Now I'm confused. Hang on. Oh, Gwyneth M and Gwendolyn. Who's Gwyneth? Well, not her. So these two, that could be Gwendolyn. That one. Oh, a Madsen. Maybe. So who's a Madsen? Okay, then there's Nicole. Ernest. Ernest Jr. Well, that would make sense for Ernie. So then this, I'm just guessing now. That could be there. This would still be a root tree. But as to which one, I'm not sure. Then this would be Ernie Jr. But then he died. Okay. So then she would look like that. Then, bloody hell, then I don't know who's who. Does he look like a pop star? Maybe. Yeah, a little bit, doesn't it? Kind of looks like him. It might not be. I could be using the totally wrong thing. We got Du Bois. Some French guy. Marguerite. Did we ever look up Marguerite? Probably. It's probably like nothing. Oh yeah, they're boring. We already looked up them. Stephanie Jones. We meant to know who a Stephanie Jones is. Is she on the list? Oh, Patricia Jones. Huh. Can we look her up? Yeah, nothing. Boring. Okay. Okay. So that one could be. So it's just these two now, isn't it? That one and then that one. Who are these two then? One of these is Ernie Jr. And one of them has to be Clark. Roottrees or Hobbit Union, Pipe Burst, Maclefo, Childish Writing says November. That makes sense. Large number of co-signatures. Okay. Maybe that's him? And then maybe that is that guy? I mean, I'm just totally guessing. In which case, we worked out that's Ernest Madsen. We have no idea who Elias married or what his daughter was. Well, who his daughter was. Unless that's Sam. And that's like a secret child? I don't know how to look up anyone else though. There has to be some more clues I've missed. Okay. Oh, Clark, we've got, okay, campaign mailer. So Stephanie Jones, let's look her up. Did we search her already? Yeah, a candidate for city council won her campaign a month ago. No mention of Roottrees. She also very bare bones. Website for her campaign, simply a picture of her campaign mailer, and says, be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. Did we search that? Oh, no, back. Butler County. Headquarters. Small farm. Butler County Times, presumably a local paper there. Articles over the year involving the Roottrees family. Those adjacent to them, it's been automatically added to your periodical. Oh, so his wife Patricia. Oh, we've been missing a whole bunch of stuff. So he had a wife called Patricia. Light on details due to the recency of the accident. Crash was caused by an unidentified driver. Guy was some type controversial president. Foul play is not suspected. So his wife. So he's correct. So his wife is Patricia. But which one? Oh, Patsy, that's right. One of these. Okay. Some of a president. Foul play is not suspected. Witnesses. Cutting off the drivers. What could have been any one of us. They eventually ran off the road. Fled. Leeds. President. He has wife and no children. Okay. Okay. So now we can look all these people up, perhaps. Bonnie Hudson. Stephanie Jones. Small report detailing election results. She won her election. Full version newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. She was born Stephanie Landon till her marriage to Brian Jones. She lived in Butler County. She grew up in a home without a father. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence. Though she is a distant cousin of the Roottrees, her mother Carolyn, a local artist who's appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies, deforestation, indigenous trees, expand their maple farms. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay, so Carolyn, her mother. So Carolyn Landon. Just the name Carolyn then. Dang it. Did we have we had a Carolyn Morden, but not a Landon. Okay. Back. Her mother, a local artist, Carolyn. Can we search that? Okay. Okay. Although there's CM. Could it be Carolyn Morden? Maybe it's Carolyn Morden. Aha! You find a cover story about local art installations, including one by Carolyn Morden. There isn't much about Carolyn as a person. This is mostly a listing of art. Accompanying the story, there is an image of Carolyn standing beside a large metal sculpture as a mermaid, captioned Carolyn standing next to her sculpture Atlantis Burden. Sculpture is one of many works featured in the upcoming book Self-Portrait, Art and Beauty of Women. Oh, so we can search the book maybe? According to a quote further down, Atlantis Burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. Okay, the front page. Let's have a look. Where's this picture? Oh, here we are. Okay. Okay, her book. Copy. And it was Carolyn. And what was her surname? Morden. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Mostly black and white pictures of her art. Centerpieces, a series of full color nude self-portraits, different stages stretching from 25 to 30. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. In the intro, Carolyn talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation. In her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Their marriages led her to double down on her passions, art and the environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. Okay, so these are in the wrong spot because she had 2 kids. Yep. Okay. So this one is Gwendolyn. This one is Carolyn. This one is her. This one is her. She is an artist. She married someone who wasn't boring. Although 3 kids. It did mention 3 kids, did it? And Bonnie was boring. So did she become a housewife? guess that's maybe. Although there's an extra picture, so maybe it is this one. Well, let's have. Oh, Eloise and Steffi. So maybe Eloise is someone else? She even married a man who's the opposite of boring. Oh, I'm misreading it. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees company's effect on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father, Zach, to make changes to policy. Oh, yep. That makes sense. She also explains that her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moments in her life, all negative, and the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter, leaving them all behind. Okay, so hang on. No, I had this right. This is the other one. And then this is this one. I was right the whole time. Good guess, though. She's an artist. She married Mark, and then she had, I haven't taken her picture, Stephanie Landon, and she married Jones, Brian, and then she married Eloise. Yes. Booyah. Okay, and Stephanie is a politician or councillor. No, so she must be a politician, politics. And we have a photo of her. Oh, I'm a genius. There's another photo of her. And then we've got a photo of her. And of him. Did I need one of him? Got one of him. Oh yeah, we can put him in. There he is. We have her. There she is. Yes. Did it. 15 out of 50. God, there's so many. Oh, and Bonnie was a housewife. Interesting. Oh, nice. Oh.
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing.
Yes.
That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I needed to forward you along.
But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime.
Her family?
I guess that means I've officially confessed.
You have? Interesting.
I'm a Roottrees. I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy.
Sam's
I'm about
daughter,
to
do we think?
Something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more. In person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
15 more? Bloody hell. Okay, look at us go. Okay, so we've finished that entire line. She, I'm assuming, was a house person. Awesome. And we have the other picture of her. So, the pictures that didn't lock in. So we did get the right ones of these guys. Maybe he's... I wonder what he does, though. Is he... Maybe not in music. He was in music, but is he still in music? Chef, comedian, construction, who knows? And then these two. He was the third president. Oh, I could have got another one potentially. Ernie. And then he died. Look at us go. Okay, so we finished that line. She married some dude. Maybe we could search her. Gwendolyn Morden? Oh, but what else? Oh, new. Yeah, okay, well. Boring. Okay. Periodicals. Gwendolyn? Did I spell it wrong? Probably. Gwyndoline. 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 Oh, nothing. Right. What about Bonnie Hudson? Anything about her? Nope. Ugh. Maybe the Madsons? Gwyneth Madsen? Can we... Alright. Nothing. Okay. And him? Can we search him? Madsen. Surely there's something about him because he's been in charge. Oh, wasn't he in charge at some point? He's Ernest. Oh yeah. What about Elias Roottrees? Surely, I mean, they've all written about him, haven't they? Elias Jr. Nope, nope. Back we go. What about the others? Clancy Jr.? Nothing? Seriously? Anything about this? Oh, did we search Clark Rafferty? Gosh dang it. Who are these people? The Kellogg's? No. Okay. Worth a try. What about November Roottree? Anything about her? No. Edward? Nope. Did we search up Elias C? I'm running out of ideas. Mind you, I've said that before and then we've cracked the code. Nothing. What about Gwyn Roottree? Anything about her? Surely they would have written something about her. By many ads from the 50s for local movie theatres. Most of them is for... It does not seem she was a resident of Butler County for long, if at all. Two secretaries cut their hair short and pose as businessmen to get ahead in life until one of them falls in love with their client and hilarity ensues, starring Gwyn. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Roottrees, Leslie Florence, and Harrison Lane. Who's Harrison Lane? He's a television actor with major role in Guys Like Us and some other films. His largest role before Guys Like Us was as a villain as the first season of Western Frontiers. Due to the popularity, the studio brought back Lane to play the villain's twin brother, this time as a hero joining the protagonist. Western Frontiers has no connection to the Roottrees. Harrison Lane seems to be a dead end. Awesome. Really glad we read that. What about Christmas Mission? Flops. It was a war movie about World War I, released in 1955, that received poor reviews and lost the studio money. Gwyn Roottrees had a role as Soldier's wife, who wrote him letters from home. You find no additional relevant information. Did you know the movie was marketed as an incredible true story, but no record of the events happening has ever been found? Awesome. Well, that was a dead end for both of them. How is she the hardest one to find stuff about? Like, she's an actress. Anyway, what do I know? We need to find out who Da Boys are. Also, I don't know. Oh yeah, because they split up. Yeah. Maybe Elias M. Roottrees? What if I just search Roottrees? Oh, dang it. Okay. What about advertisements? No. Back. Whomst. What do you think we should search next? Okay. Dang it. What about Miracle Roottrees? Just old Miracle. Okay, and his son, who goes exclusively by Miracle Jr., have appeared in the Butler County Times a great deal. Miracle Network, which is a collection of churches, television shows, and products can be purchased, has multiple advertisements. Do find one article mentioning legal troubles. Unfortunately, it's a throwaway line in an article about a tour they plan to take across the southern United States called The 3 Generations of Miracles. The author speculates they're going on tour to leave their legal troubles behind. Because all the advertisements, the results in the Butler County Times not particularly relevant to your search, any attempts to find out more about these legal troubles are thwarted. So is he also a preacher then? Maybe. And then is this guy also one? What if I search, because there was this 3 Generations of Miracles. Aha! Yay! Miracle Roottrees arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still, with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications, even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty. 23 years later, Miracle Roottrees Jr. arrived He became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. At 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottrees name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level by the power of television. Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the entirety of New England. He's since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. It's a flyer. Awesome. Where are they? Ah. Awesome. Good, good, good. Now we've got another one. So here is that one. So that's 2 more of them. Anything else on that? Children are welcome, celebrate the pastor and his wife Nicole. Awesome. So his wife is Nicole. Which one? Probably Smith. Because there's already Madson's on the thing, isn't there? Yeah. Holy guacamole, you guys. So we got Danielle Franks right. We still haven't got this guy right. Maybe we've got the photo wrong. It's hard to tell with that eye. And this guy just looks high AF. I still think we've got them. I think maybe that's the right photo. Yeah. Maybe he's not a musician. How many we got? So we got 1, 2. So this has to be right. He can't be in construction. He has to be in something else. It's a farmer. Blue collar job though. Director, doctor, driver, firefighter, hairdresser, lawyer, manufacturing. Nope. Mechanic? Yes! Just guessing. Through his shirt. Okay. Awesome. So we still got to get old mate right. And Nicole Smith. That one. Booyah. Okay. There has to be a way to search this guy. Dang it. And she can't be a housewife then, because it would have said that's correct. But she was a disappointment to her sister, who said she's settled. I don't know. Maybe she's secretary? I don't know. Just trying to think of a job that maybe an artist might have thought was a settling. I'm not saying that if you've become a secretary, you've settled, but and he can't be a musician. Daniel Franks, Clark Rafferty. Did we search him in the periodicals? I think we did. Well, you're not going to see everything. Okay. these would have to be Roottrees as well, wouldn't they? Who haven't we got? In the Roottree family, we got Candy, Jack, Christina. Oh, what about Candy Roottree? That's an interesting name. Especially for a candy company. Nope. We know Edward's a lawyer, but maybe that's not Edward then? Maybe that's Edward. Then maybe that's Clancy. But we don't know what Clancy did. And we don't know what these guys did. I mean, it did say they all did, like, big jobs, but it didn't say what they were. Oh, someone was a doctor, though, wasn't they? We read that in that book. Didn't we? Yeah, she especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she says is completely bogus. Oh, maybe... brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. So Wilson, Jason, so these guys maybe are Wilsons. Zach. Oh, this could be Zach. Stephen Wilson. Oh, that could be wrong, couldn't it? Okay, let's hang on. Dr. Wilson. Stephen. Yes. Pediatrician to the stars. Apparently he was the doctor to the Roottrees sisters. Picture of him on his website. It's a picture of his 3 children. Okay, so she then married Zach Wilson. Flipped if we know what she ever did. Or whatever. Okay, so she married Stephen. We don't know what oh, unless this... Hang on, let's keep reading. To his child Jason. My dad is the best dad in the entire world. He treats every patient with world-class care. He'll treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. So Jason is not the eldest. But why did I think... Oh yeah, I made that wrong. He's a Morden. He's James Morden. Okay, awesome. So now we know this guy, Wilson, is that the big brother. Okay, let's close this. God, these children are... This one, hideous. It seems like it was taken 2 years ago. Okay. So, Jason is the child. And he's hideous. In my opinion. So he is... maybe a college student. This this kid will be there. This will be, oh, yeah, she's this one. think. Yeah. Jem, and she is also a child. Hooray! James Morden, Stephen Wilson. Booyah. Okay. She's still not a secretary. Okay, what else did we miss out of this stuff? Oh, this is Pediatrician to the Stars. Do we need a photo of him? Oh yeah, he has one. Okay. So what is she then? Retail? Maybe? Principal, preacher, police officer, pilot, nurse, news anchor, musician, model, military, media mogul, mechanic, manufacturing, lawyer, interior design, maybe a hairdresser? Okay, so we've done pretty well. Okay. Business watch, corporate leaders, chosen for his work, but rather for his clothing company. Fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired. Okay. Is there anything more we need to do with... No. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had. Sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit. Including Carl's cousin Jim Roottrees, a notable singer, had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. Patterns were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr. just become president of Roottrees, spearheaded Root. Other blood relatives, we've missed all of this, who have a say in the company's finances, refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll the clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment, and now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition or perhaps superstition, new clothes have always debuted the way the first ones did. Raina became their catalogue's cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Carl was voted Watchman of the Year primarily for his personal gamble and the ensuing payoff. So, Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr. This guy, who just become the president. So they're saying that's wrong, so maybe he's... And maybe that's... And then she would be that one. Not sure what her job is. Okay. Just become president. Other blood relatives who've had a say in the company's finances refused to fund anything. So Carl personally spent his inheritance. Okay. he had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. So he's had a daughter, which would also be a root tree. We're running out of root trees. Could be Candy. Could be Christina. Samantha. Tessa. Wolf. Oh, did we search Wolf? That's right. Oh, we never searched this lot, did we? I think we searched her. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so if I go to the periodicals, nothing. Okay, Carl has mentioned the Butler Times article that also mentions Ernie Jr. Plane crash. One announces Carl's marriage. Another seems more frivolous. Carl got quite drunk, broke his arm. Okay, article that mentions Ernie. It's from 96 when Carl took over as the 5th president from Ernie Jr. Oh. So I've put him as the 3rd, so he is the 4th. So hopefully we've put him in the right spot. If that doesn't come up, then we fix that. And then we still got her to fix up too, don't we? What did you do? Marguerite? Is she in there? Nothing. Curses. No. Okay. Newspaper clipping. Self-portrait, Art of Beauty and Women, which we did. Atlantis Burden. Oh yeah, we can just... I forget about that. We could just search it here. Spider search. Nothing. Okay. 5 pieces. Most of beautiful glossy blended berries. Root tree. Sweet History of Candy. Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Okay. Did we look this up already? I can't remember. God, it's getting that back in the past. Yeah, we did. Future. Yes, we did look at that. Okay, that's where we got that from. From the magazine Teen Blast. Mentions the 5 pieces were named as such because the original creator had 5 children. It also mentions the current 5 flavors are not the same as back then, which we have done because it's no longer the 20s. What even is an elderberry? satirizes Middle East, pop culture, trick them into caring because it's such a product of it. Time doesn't play anymore. Stations play oldies. Image auction. Only the great grandson of Elias could make disco this sweet. It's great to Peter Genowitz from Triple M. So can we search him? Seemed to be a music critic. Used to work for Modern Music Monthly before the magazine went under. Okay, can we... Thank you. Abbreviation went out of business. Awesome. So if I want to search that, now who do I want to search? It was on that album with Old Mate, who I keep trying to search. This one. Clark Rafferty. Alright, let's search him. Nothing. Dang it. I guess Jim Roottrees? Okay, till a few minutes, Diamond and I was in debt with my cousin and his ex. Oh, so I've got that wrong. Cousin and his ex. So she's... Jane. There. Yes, okay. Clark never even knew his father, so our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are actually sisters. So the four of us sort of had a cutesy family band thing going on. Not our finest hour. Regardless, when Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her younger sister, everything exploded. No more family band. The only thing Clark and I had in common was music. Even then, we never agreed on what it should be. He was always more interested in catchy tunes, something you hum a week later. I've been told Roland is like that. But it wasn't my goal. When he called me up and said he liked it, I took it as a sign I was going in the wrong direction musically. But that made him laugh. I'm trying to make art. I don't mind saying any of this because he'd agree. For the most decade, he was a mess. He's a lot happier now. He started Raffa Tunes. He's a much better jingle writer. Oh! Solved one bit. So, he is in advertising. One of these. So, she is this person. Okay. Awesome. Right, so one of the benefits of our famous family is a massive company willing to be a client. So my father was connected to Roottrees. All of his old ad campaigns were hung on the walls over the record player. But I was never interested, went straight for the music. I guess Clark was paying more attention. Interesting. Okay, well, we've solved that bit. Spider search. You find a picture labeled the inspiration for the famous Super Bowl ad campaign. Though there's more detail. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children when his wife was trying to get his youngest, Katrina, to come down for the picture. He had the idea for Roottrees Super Bowl ad. Interesting. Right. Where's this advert? Here. Oh, look at him. Bless. Okay. Okay, but he said it was his ex. Did they get back together? That doesn't make sense. So It's that one. That one. They're still together. Oh, I don't freaking know, man. Okay, let's read that again. Clark Rafferty LaRue's advertising firm was bad and about page. Picture label the inspiration. There's more detail. Wife is trying to get his youngest Katrina to calm down. Okay. Yeah. So, when Diamond walked in on Clark with her youngest sister, everything exploded. No more family band. Did he date both of the LaRue? All three? Because there's another LaRue. Did he then get bloody hell? Maybe. But then they had a kid. And then there's this one. Maybe that's Chris Rafferty. Maybe there is another child. Bloody hell. Okay. And then when was this picture taken? Inspiration for the famous ad campaign. Forward. His wife is trying to get his youngest Katrina to calm down. Photo is now in your evidence. I mean, are these two still kids then? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe she is. Maybe she's in college. Nope. Maybe then this photo. Yes. Booyah. Okay. Jane LaRue. He married two of the LaRues. Oh, that's a bit sus. Okay. Okay. So then, is that him? And then this is him. He went from having heaps of hair to no hair. Okay. Nothing. Dang it. That's cool. We sold a chunk more. Okay. So who was the third president then? Because he was the second. He said this one's the third. He's the fifth. No, he said this one was the fourth. So who's the third? How do we look this guy up? How do we know these people's things? Are we just guessing? So he's still wrong. Maybe that's him? Maybe that's him? But then what did these guys do? Oh, so difficult. And James Roottrees' kids? He never mentioned his kids, did he? Something I've told. Don't mind saying. Yeah, I don't think he did. Diamond and I. A reluctant hitmaker. Yeah, Jim. And common was music. Yeah, okay. No, there's nothing more. Modern Music Monthly, then. Is there anyone else who's a magician? No, musician. He doesn't mention anything about his dad. Doesn't mention anything about his kids. Although, how many Roottrees we got left? Oh, I got a few. Did we look up Wolf? I feel like we have. Tessa? Samantha? Well, we're solving it. We could call it there. We could try and finish more of this in the next stream if we would like. Because we have been going for... clicked out of it. We have been going for nearly 4 hours. And we're doing pretty well on this one. So unless anyone has a real obvious one that I've got, well, she's clearly not a hairdresser. We're going through everything with her. Maybe she was the dancer, because someone mentioned dancer. So maybe she was the dancer. Let's go with that. She said she was a disappointment and settled for this ass of a husband. So I just don't know. I don't know what else would be settling. Like what she, maybe a cashier? Surely not if he's like a doctor to the stars. Who knows? Maybe she is just... No, but Housewife didn't give us that one last time, did it? Okay. Pro athlete. So does that mean that one of them's going to be a pro athlete? He was an architect. Okay. We don't know anything about his wife. We did have a second picture of this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm running out of ideas on how to search anyone else. These guys are coming up really hard to search. Unless I search Clancy Edward Roottree, was he searchable? No. Oh, that's not got enough letters in it. Yeah, still nothing. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, this isn't... She wouldn't... Surely she'd come up if she was an actual dancer, though. don't even know, man. Oh, unless I've got the wrong photo. Maybe that's her. Because they look a bit more similar, don't they? I don't even know. These are artist drawings, aren't they? Maybe that's that. Yeah. I reckon we'll call that for tonight. I'm enjoying it, clearly. I feel we've made a lot of progress. For me, just go, nah, can't be done, can't search anyone. We've searched quite a lot, although there's still so much to find. I even meant to find another picture of this idiot. So yeah, not sure. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has popped in and out. Thank you to Dracos for joining in the chat. I don't know what else to say. It is quite interesting. It's not a fast-paced game. I knew it wouldn't be. It's working out what you need to search, but I guess like we have all the clues apparently. It's just getting the information from the clues. There's still stuff to find from this. But yeah, I don't know. Musicians, artists, and dancers. So someone has to be a dancer because we've found the musician, art, and artist. But yeah, I'm keen to finish it. If anyone else is keen to watch us finish it, like I'd be happy to do another stream where we try and finish it off, at least this screen. But yeah, thank you to everyone who joined tonight. Happy Valentine's to anyone who joined tonight. Thank you for joining me. We've learnt a lot about love tonight and divorce and betrayal and everything like that. And I'm still convinced that Sam is a girl and that we'll find out that she's like a secret daughter or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.